Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. My dear brothers and sisters, there are times in our lives when we feel extremely exhausted and drained by the situation. We feel that in this particular time of our life, we are hopeless and are facing difficulties from all angles of our lives. Most of us can relate that yes, that time did came, and it went away by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But do you know that there is a very powerful dua made by one of the greatest prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when he faced unbearable hardships and when he lost everything? It is a dua made by the prophet known as Kalimullah, Musa alayhi salam. Let us hear the story behind the dua and the effect it had on Musa alayhi salam's life after he made it. During the time when Musa alayhi salam was taken by the corrupt pharaoh and lived among royalty, he once ventured into the city and witnessed a conflict between two men, one from his own group and the other from the opposite side. Inadvertently, Musa alayhi salam became embroiled in the fight and ended up striking and killing one of the men. This news quickly spread, causing fear and suspicion among the people who believed that Musa alayhi salam was a tyrant. However, a man who had come from the farthest end of the city arrived to warn him. O Moses, indeed, the eminent ones are conferring over you, intending to kill you. So leave the city. Indeed, I am to you of the sincere advisors. And so Musa alayhi salam fled towards the city of Madian, where he encountered a bustling well where people were watering their flocks. Amidst the crowd, he noticed two women struggling to control their own flock. As they kept pulling them back and preventing them from reaching the water source, curious about their situation, Musa alayhi salam approached them to inquire further. Upon inquiring about their situation, the two women informed Musa alayhi salam that their elderly father was unable to tend to the flock. And as females, they were hesitant to join the crowds of other shepherds at the watering hole. Instead, they waited until the other shepherds left before bringing their flock to drink. Seeing that Musa alayhi salam was likely exhausted from his journey, the women allowed him to take charge of their flock and water them. This task took some time, and once completed, Musa alayhi salam sought solace in the shade. Musa alayhi salam didn't ask for any return of favor, and he helped the sisters when he himself was in dire need of help. Notice the situation of Musa alayhi salam at this time. He is hungry, thirsty, and extremely tired from his long journey. He don't know where he will go next, and where will his journey end. At this point of time, he made this powerful dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, showing his desperation. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. The meaning of this dua is, my Lord, indeed I am for whatever good you would send down to me in need. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for any good that will help him in this situation. He didn't mention the goodness, but he left it upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send any type of khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered Musa alayhi salam's prayer and sent him help. The two women he had assisted then disappeared and returned home. When their father noticed that they had returned early that day, he asked how they had managed to do so. The daughters told him about the man who had helped them water their flock. The father was grateful and sent one of his daughters to find Musa alayhi salam and offer him a job. One of the daughters went to Musa alayhi salam shyly and said, surely my father invites you so that he may reward you for your having watered for us. Musa alayhi salam was offered job by the father of the daughters as a display of gratefulness. He was even asked to choose from both his daughters so that he may marry one. He got a shade where he would live up to 10 years and serve the father. From having nothing to a job, a wife, a place to live, all this just because he supplicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and showed him his desperate situation. Such powerful were the 8 words through which he called upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a very beautiful dua, dear brothers and sisters. We should memorize it by heart and supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we face utter desperation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide you with blessing that one would never even have thought of. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who memorize this dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help our Muslim brothers and sisters in acute desperation. Ameen.